second blue moon, or not a blue moon, a red moon, and we are repairing our base. So I'm going to kind of walk you through the repair work that we're doing. I built a bridge from one house to another. This is the beginning of the bridge. It's coming out of the roof there. You can see going over to the other house. And what I'm doing is I am repairing damage that the zombies created, and I am reinforcing areas that they attacked, assuming that they will attack in, or there's a high probability that they will attack in that area again. Now you can go on and see right here I'm building a wood pillar, or a wood pole actually, putting it in the queue to replace this wooden pole. Now when you have zombies, you loot them, and then you're going to have to actually destroy them. The reason I'm showing you this is, see, I can't place this post there because the body's in the way, so I'm going to have to smash the body and get rid of it. And it's going to give you some material there. It's going to give you some bone, and it's going to give you some like rotting meat, and you need to make sure that you drop that somewhere, or that will, you know, attract the zombie or get rid of it. Here I am placing the pole. You can do that by using your R2 stick or R2 button to rotate the pole around, and then I'm going to reinforce it. I'm going to reinforce the one just above it here, because again, if they attacked here once, there's a high probability that they'll do it again. I'm actually going to give this one a little bit of iron, and this one also. So what I'm doing is, because I'm playing in this game without friends, it's not that I don't have any friends, you know. Anyway, that's a different subject. So you can see here that what I'm doing is just replacing damage. They tore these steps up pretty good, and they tore out some of the wood back in behind here. So I'm going to put some wood frames up, and again, because this is where they attacked, I'm going to do some over reinforcing of this particular area, because chances are they will attack here again. So I'm reinforcing this as I go along. And again, I'm playing in this mode by myself, and so, you know, just to see how that goes. We have other videos where you can see where we've played with friends, and we've had co-ops where we've built some pretty awesome bases and things. Some of those are up now, and some of those are coming soon. So be sure and check out our playlist on PB Mac 36. That's P as in peanut butter, B as in banana, Mac 36. We have a playlist called the Savage 7 Days to Die playlist, and we've got oh, I don't know, close to 20 videos up there now where you can see different tutorials. Most of the stuff is for beginners, but as we go along, we will add some and more advanced stuff. And here I'm just reinforcing these steps, because again, they did attack it, and I had to actually jump over this gap to get in. So in one instance where I had a zombie chasing me, so I'm going to build some wooden steps here, and I'm going to throw them up here and reinforce them also. You can see some of the spikes damage over to the right, and you know, they're bloodied up, so you can actually do some repair work on those as well. So I'm going to actually throw down some iron on this now, because again, this is where they attacked, and so chances are they will probably hit this again. Zombies tend to come to doors. They do try to go through entrances if they can, so it seems that they're attracted to those. So they will attack those, so just kind of be aware of that. So I'm going to go up here and make sure that this middle block is also reinforced, because they'll tear that down too. You can see the damage that they did to my front entranceway here. So again, since they attacked it here and did damage, you want to make sure that you are reinforcing where the zombies actually came through and hurt you in the first place. So made that one a little bit more reinforced. Going to do the same thing with this one. have limited resources. Again, this is a solo play, and so haven't had any friends, you know, helping me with this base. You do see videos where people have several friends that join into the fray and try to help you. That's not the case with this particular game mode that I'm running. This is not Navigazine. This is just a randomly generated environment. So I'm going to throw a wood frame up here. We're going to reinforce this wood frame again with the wood that we've collected, and we are going to super reinforce this with iron. You can see these up here have not been reinforced, and they did attack here, so I'm going to make these a little bit more sturdy. Again, have limited resources, so I'm going here with iron. Actually went a little far with that one, but that's okay. Just trying to make sure that since it seems that they are attracted to this front door, that we're going to try to make sure that they have as difficult time as we can give them getting in. You can see I have reinforced some of this area in here, so I'm going to take this table out because I actually got caught up on the table when a zombie did get in. I'm going to remove this chair. Sound like Scooby-Doo there for a second. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so here we go. You can see where they did some damage here, so I'm going to reinforce that. Reinforce the one next to it, and I'm just kind of doing patchwork right now because this is the morning after the second blood moon. It's day 15, and I'm in my base and doing the repair work that I needed to do. They did a lot of damage. This is where the front door was. You can see where they started to come through the floor right here. They did a lot of damage in this area. You'll see that toward the end of the video, so stay tuned. Some kind of, especially if you're new to this, or some people that are not necessarily brand new, you may not have seen some of this damage I'm going to show you at the front. So this is my primary house. This is the one I started fortifying as a base. And I decided, since I was playing by myself on this mode, that I would have a secondary base and try out a theory, the bridge theory, which is a theory of building a exit to a secondary stronghold. I have not fortified the second stronghold. I've just made a way over there to it. So since I'm in this room and they did a lot of damage to the front of it, I am starting to do some wood reinforcement on the top here, just to make sure that that I'm good. So gonna go over to this side and do some checking here. Looks like they didn't do much damage there. They did some damage to my floor. They did some damage to the spikes on the outside, which I'm gonna repair. So I'm gonna go back outside here, and we're going to take a look at some of the other damage that occurred. So it's starting to kind of get dark on us a little bit. You can see they damaged that up. So again, I'm going to over reinforce where it was. Again, limited resources, so I'm just I think what happened was they climbed up on this air conditioning unit. I need to pound it down into some raw materials, some iron, so that I can use that in my builds. You don't always have to move the torches. You can kind of get to the side of them. If you try to go straight on with them, sometimes they'll make you move them. Whoops. Okay, yeah. So you can see where the iron reinforcement on the inside is there. So going around to this side here where they actually did some damage, and I'm going to iron reinforce that and move over and iron reinforce that also. They kind of climbed up on top of each other right there, which was kind of creepy. So I'm going to take a look around here and make sure I'm not getting creeped up on, because I do have it where they are running when it gets dark in this particular one. So you can see here a lot of damage to the front. They took out some of the wood supports on the side here. so I'll have to replace those. For right now, I'm going to just reinforce this one, but they completely destroyed that one there. And you can see there's a zombie by. Now look, this is a lot of damage right here. I don't use these steps. Not really sure what I'm going to do there, but I don't use those steps, so I'll probably tear all this stuff down and just keep enough to keep the keep that porch from collapsing. You can see it, that's part of my roof there. So now here's something that is for guys that are probably new, but maybe a little bit more, you maybe don't know. But zombies do dig. They will try to dig underneath your house and come up through the floor. So as you can see, I am super reinforcing this area because they really hit this hard. Even though I have had a lot of iron reinforcing on it, so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. Now it's starting to get dark, and so I've got to be careful because I do have this mode turned on. I've got a little bit of the mode turned on where they run. I've got some dirt that's missing. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce this base here. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to finish this up here before it gets dark. So iron reinforcing these blocks here. Again, this is where a lot of damage was done. So I'm going to put another block in here, and I'm going to go ahead and reinforce it. Make it as strong as possible. Again, guys, we do have a playlist called the Savage 7 Days to Die playlist that you can go and look at on our YouTube channel with, and it has more tutorials and more videos on this great console game. So that came from PC to console recently. Okay, we got a hole in the ground right here, and we're gonna have to do something with it. I've decided that I'm gonna tear these steps down. First, I'm gonna take part of this down, and as you can see, I'm gonna kind of show you guys what I was talking about keeping the supports up for the front porch. You can see here, if I keep tearing all this stuff down, that I'm gonna lose that support beam. I've already lost the one on the other side, and I don't want to do that because I want to make sure that I'm keeping the integrity of that overhang. Okay, now I've got to go in and I've got to do something about this dirt that's missing. And so I'm going to go in and, let's see, go down and select this stone shovel. I'm going to go across, go ahead and construct it and throw it in my tool belt. And there it is. And so I'm going to go across the street right here right quick. As you can see, it's getting dark, and I'm getting a little nervous because I know that they are coming soon. So I'm going to dig up some fertile dirt from this spot. You can see it popping up over on the right hand side in the lower right corner. I'm going to get that done, and what I'm doing here is just it's a raw material for you guys that aren't familiar with it. It's a raw material just like wood or iron. I've got 2 of them. I'm going to take it and put it into my belt, and I'm going to run over here right quick. And this kind of is an acquired art. You kind of have to practice this if you haven't done it before. It doesn't always fit perfectly neat. So I'm going to throw one of those in there, and it actually fills that hole in so that they can't just keep, you know, digging and digging into the house, because they will eventually dig in and come up through the floor. Now it's getting dark and I hear them screaming, so I'm going to go around. You can see there's damage to spikes I've still got to repair. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to pop back into the house here. So guys, this is repair work that we're doing. We appreciate you guys watching this video, and as always, smash that subscribe button if you like our content, and hit like and give us comments as well, and check out our channel. We've got a lot of videos on this particular game. So again, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Have a good one.